children. So in the last video we had learnt about addition, subtraction and multiplication of surds. So today in this video we are going to learn about division of surds and further more topics which have been given in your textbook ahead. So let us start solving question number 8 given in practice set 2.3, which is divide and write the answer in simplest form. So the very first question which has been given in this question is square root of 98 divided by square root of 2. So these are the two surds which we have to divide. Now see here, if you look at these two surds, the order of both these surds is same, that is 2. So we can write this question in this way also, square root of 98 upon square root of 2, isn't it? Now since the order of both the surds is same, so we can put both of them in the same radical sign, that is we can put them in this way. Then you know that 98 divided by 2 is what? 49. So we can write 49, square root of 49, and square root of 49 is what? 7. So this is the answer. So in this way you can solve this question. Now question number 2, which is square root of 125 divided by square root of 50. Now see here, square root of 125 divided by square root of 50. This can again be written like this, just as we wrote in the very first question. So we can put both these numbers in the same radical sign. So if you look at these two numbers, here 125 can be written as 25 into 5 and 50 can be written as 25 into 2, isn't it? Now 25 will get cancelled by this 25 which is given below, and we will be left with square root of 5 upon 2. So what is our final answer? Square root of 5 upon 2 is the final answer. Similarly, look at the third question. What is it? Square root of 54 divided by square root of 27. So this in turn again can be written like this, 54 upon square root of 54 divided by square root of 27. We can put both the numbers in the same radical sign in this way, 54 upon 27. You know that 54 when divided by 27 gives us 2, and 2 cannot be simplified further. So this is the final answer. Now come to question number 4, which is what? Square root of 310 divided by square root of 5. So 310 divided by square root of 5 again can be written like this. We can put them in the same radical sign. Now see here, this is what? 5 into 62. 310 can be written as 5 into 62. You can see here, you can divide 310 by 5 and you can see 5 6 are 30 and 5 2s are 10 upon 5. So this 5 cancels this 5 and we are left with the answer square root of 62. So this is the final answer which is in the simplified form. Okay, because we cannot find such factors of 62 further, out of which one is squared. So this only is the simplified form. So this, in this way we can divide any two given surds. So the next topic which we are going to study is rationalizing the given surds. Okay, so in this context we are having question number 9 of practice set 2.3, which is rationalize the denominator. So in this question we are given certain fractions in which the denominator is a surd, and surd is what? Irrational root of a positive rational number. Means what? Surds are irrational. So how to convert these surds which are irrational numbers into rational ones, that we are going to learn in this question. So let us take for example the very first sub question of question number 9, which is 3 upon square root of 5. Now you know that 3 upon square root of 5, if you take 3 upon square root of 5. So this when what we can do now in in order to rationalize the square root of 5. See, if we multiply this square root of 5 by square root of 5 only, then we will be getting what? 5. But this is a rule. We have learned earlier that we cannot multiply the denominator alone by a specific number of a fraction. We have to multiply the numerator also by the same number. This is known to you. So here we are going to multiply this 3 also by square root of 5. So we will be getting what? 3n square root of 5 upon 5 as the final answer. So here we have converted the irrational surd into a rational number, which was at the denominator place. So we have rationalized the denominator. Similarly, the second question is like 1 upon square root of 14, isn't it? So again what we can do? 1 upon square root of 14. This again square root of 14 can be multiplied by what? Square root of 14. So the numerator is also multiplied. So we will be getting what? Square root of 14 upon 14. Here we have rationalized the denominator. Similarly, the third question, what is it? 5 upon square root of 7. Again we have to follow the same procedure. 5 upon square root of 7. So square root of 7 will be multiplied by what? Square root of 7. Similarly, this 5 also will be multiplied by square root of 7. So we will be getting what? 5 and square root of 7 upon 7. Okay. Fourth is what? 6 and 9 upon 9 into square root of 3. 6 upon 9 into square root of 3. So see here how we can multiply, by what we should multiply this 9 and square root of 3. See here we don't have to multiply it by 9 and square root of 3. We just need to multiply it by square root of 3. This also. So we will be getting what? 6 and square root of 3, and here we will be getting what? 9 into square root of 3 into square root of 3 is what? 3. Now this is not the final answer. You know that 6 can be divided by 3, isn't it? So we will be getting what? 2 and square root of 3 and 9 at the place of denominator. So this is the final simplified form of the answer. And here the denominator is a rational number. Similarly, the fifth question you can see 11 upon square root of 3. So how can we rationalize this? Again 11 and square root of 3. The denominator has to be multiplied by square root of 3. Similarly, the numerator also will be multiplied by square root of 3. So we will be getting what? 11 and square root of 3 upon 3. So this is how we can rationalize a particular surd, which is an irrational one, by multiplying it with the same surd again. By multiplying with itself, only we can get a rational number. So this is how we can rationalize the denominators of the particular fractions in which the denominator, at the place of denominator we are having a surd.